As we reported last week, the child poverty rate has increased by over 100%. In other words, it more than doubled. And there is a distinct reason why this occurred. It had nothing to do with the change in the economy, etc. It had everything to do with a change in policy that was dictated by a Democrat named Joe Manchin, along with all the Republicans in Congress. So here we have Joe Manchin and all Republicans who said, no, we want to reinstitute child poverty in America. We will ensure that policies will continue to enrich the few, but we are going to take it away from the children. Check this out. Mehdi Hasan nails it perfectly.
Poverty, American conservatives love to say, is a choice. And the thing is, they're not entirely off base, except it's not that the underprivileged among us, the so-called welfare queens, whom Republicans love to demonize with racist stereotypes, choose to be poor. It's that lawmakers in this country, through their policy priorities, choose every congressional term to doom millions of Americans to the misery of poverty. And that reality has never been more clear than now. According to new data the Census Bureau released on Tuesday, the poverty rate rose to 12.4% in 2022 from 7.8% in 2021, the largest one-year jump on record. Poverty among children more than doubled to 12.4% from a record low of 5.2% the year before. And of course, Fox hosts, conservative grifters, Republican apparatchiks, immediately seized on that headline. American fail. The return of record poverty, said Fox's Charles Payne. Poverty has soared under Biden, decried flailing GOP presidential candidate Larry Elder. Child poverty more than doubled in just 1 year. Hashtag Bidenomics, sniped former Trump press secretary and noted Dancing with the Stars contestant Sean Spicer. I regret to report there were even some on the left who tried to use it as a cudgel with which to beat the Biden administration and Democrats more broadly. Bidenomics in a nutshell, chirped two-time Green Party presidential candidate Jill Stein. However, what Stein, as well as the folks on the far right, deliberately failed to mention is that child poverty in particular went up after action by the Biden administration in the first place reduced it to a historic low. Recall that in 2021, Biden and Democrats in Congress, without a single Republican vote, passed the American Rescue Plan, which, one, increased the benefits of the child tax credit, which provides a guaranteed income to families with children, and two, expanded the program's eligibility to millions more underprivileged families. It's impossible to overstate how successful that policy was. It brought child poverty to its lowest rate ever recorded. Ever recorded. And then, last year, Joe Biden let the expanded child tax credit expire. Except, wait, no, he didn't. He tried to get it renewed. It was Senate Republicans, joined by that master practitioner of Democratic cosplay, Joe Manchin, who killed it. Manchin's reasoning? Poor families were wasting cash from the program on drugs. But wait, U.S. Census Bureau data found that people who received child tax credit payments overwhelmingly spent them on pressing necessities like food, rent, utilities, clothing, and vehicle payments. Who needs Republicans pushing discredited Reagan-era myths about the drug-addicted poor when Joe Manchin can just do it for them? In the words of the Nobel Prize-winning economist Paul Krugman, the sad truth is this didn't have to happen. Soaring child poverty wasn't caused by inflation or other macroeconomic problems. It was instead a political choice. Yes, child poverty is a policy choice. There's nothing natural or inevitable about it. We as a country, as a society, choose to inflict poverty and hunger on millions of kids. And the person to blame for this is not Joe Biden, not most Democrats even. It's all of the Republicans and Joe Manchin. I have to ask, how does Joe Manchin sleep at night knowing children in this country, including in his state of West Virginia, are going to sleep poor and hungry because of him? I know I wouldn't be able to.
Now you must ask yourself this question. If we know that there are policies that will make sure that children do not grow up in poverty, that would make sure children are fed and can go to school and with full bellies have minds that are working. If we know that, what do you call those who will purposefully remove that subsidy to children who would purposefully ensure that children go hungry, that the poverty rate goes up. Are these the people who we can really call pro-life? Absolutely not. Again, the only pro-lifers in America are progressives who see that they want policies that help people. So folks, again, remember when you're going to the election booth, remember those who will ensure children, not necessarily yours, but children in general, children that are fed such that their minds are developed so that they won't be in their latter years become criminals because of what has happened to their mind in their rearing ages, in their rearing days. Come on, folks. Let's elect people who care about humanity.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.